Sir, Mr. Copeland, is it your desire to release your counsel at this point in time?
She fired.
She's fired? Okay.
All right, that was the scene in the courtroom yesterday when the state's key witness, Kenneth Copeland, a.k.a. Lil Woody, told Judge Glanville that his attorney, Kayla Bumpus, is fired. When Glanville inquired, Lil Woody's attorney, Kayla Bumpus, confirmed her intent to leave him as counsel. And this came after a day after Young Thug's attorney, Brian Steele, was held in contempt and then sentenced to 20 days in jail. And to complete his sentence, he'll be spending the next 10 weekends in the Fulton County Jail with his client. Now, this is all because Steele did not reveal a source that told him of a secret ex parte hearing with the witness, Lil Woody. And in said meeting, Woody allegedly confessed to the fatal shooting of Donovan Thomas Jr. Now, right now, I want to take you back to that moment where a key witness, Kenneth Copeland, told Judge Glanville that he wants his attorney, Kayla Bumpus, fired. And what came after?
It has been brought to the court's attention that Mr. Copeland's counsel, Ms. Bumpus, would like to be released. Is that correct, madam? Yes, sir. Okay, all right. Sir, Mr. Copeland, is it your desire to release your counsel at this point in time?
She fired.
She's fired? Okay. So do you wish to represent yourself in these particular, in terms of any issues you may have in this particular?
Do I got a choice?
I'm sorry?
Do I got a choice?
Yes, you do.
And what are those?
Well, you can keep your lawyer that you have right now.
I don't want her.
All right. You could certainly hire another lawyer, or the court could appoint you a lawyer.
What I need a lawyer for? Right.
No, it's just the court is just asking you whether it's your choice, sir.
I'm good.
All right, I have to bring my guest, Alexis Rosenberg, because she is a trial attorney, former federal litigator, and she's not present federal litigator at Fanon Rucker, a judge, retired former prosecutor. Alexis, let me start with you. Okay, so there's a witness on the stand. We've all seen it. And you're the prosecutor, just putting you in the prosecution shoes. You can't get what you want to get out of the witness. He's firing his attorney. He may have told the judge in chambers, that's another issue, that he's guilty of the murder for which YSL is being charged with. Tell me how difficult this is right now.
Standpoint, this is pretty difficult because you have your own witness that's refusing to testify, fires the attorney. Now we have, does he understand what's going on? Because the judge just said, do you want another attorney? He's asking the judge questions. I mean, this is a mess. This whole thing is a mess. There really are no words for this. The judge really is handling, in my opinion, this in not the best case scenario.
And Judge Fanon Rucker, before I show you more of what's happening in the courtroom, Judge Glanville seems to have completely lost control, both of himself and of this courtroom. Now, you are a retired judge. You are a great judge. You're terrific. It's important not to do that, isn't it? And certainly an ex parte possible meeting, which we'll talk about. Talk to us about this.
My goodness, get the novel ready because it's going to be written after this case is over. Yeah, as judges, we are taught very sternly to keep control of our cases, keep control, particularly of trials. You got juries, and there's a lot of fingers, a lot of things happening at all times, and you really have to be very deliberate about maintaining the course and the kind of control of how things are proceeding. And you got to be careful how you do that because you don't want to steer any witness into saying certain things that they might not intend or that may not be truthful. But you can certainly have a very heavy hand on the course of proceedings such that they move along as they need to be without all of this side stuff. And it's 20 days in jail on weekends. And well, I understand that there was an ex parte conversation with this witness and witness, I know it might have been in a meeting with you, but what do you want to do? Well, she's fired. I mean, wow, what is going on here?
Yeah, that's what we're all asking. But I want you, and so we can scope this out, to listen to what else happened in that courtroom after his attorney, Caleb Bumpus, came back with a signed document to withdraw as his counsel.
Okay, did you have an opportunity to talk with your client, Mr. Copeland?
Yes, Judge. Can we talk to the phone?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Yes, and I got him to sign a written consent discharging me. I filed a motion to withdraw, and I proposed an order.
Okay, can I see it, please?
May I approach?
You can. Do you have a formal order that you're going to prepare with the style of the case and the case number?
Yes, Judge. That's just his signature. I prepared an order, and I filed a motion with the clerk's office. I'm waiting on a file stamp.
All right, okay. Mr. Copeland, let me hand you this document. Did you read and sign that document?
Yes.
All right. Did you have an opportunity to talk with Ms. Bumpus to your satisfaction about pros and cons of her withdrawing as your counsel in this case?
Yes.
Do you wish for her to go ahead and withdraw as counsel?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Let me have that back if you wouldn't mind. Okay, I'll mark this as the next court exhibit in order, madam. We got it. We'll just mark it as the next court exhibit in order. Do you need a copy of it to file with your? Because it'll be made part of the record. But do you need a copy of it?
No, Judge.
Okay. All right. All right. So I will go ahead and authorize you to withdraw as his counsel in this matter. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
I'm excused.
Not quite yet. Madam, as a result, I'm going to also have you appear on the 25th of June. I have filed an order to show cause, and I'm going to give you a copy of it. You can read it, acknowledge it, just that you received a copy of it, and we'll see you on the 25th of June at 9:30 in courtroom 1C.
All right.
So you need to be here for that day, okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll see you then.
So, Judge Fernando, I'm going to start with you here first. All right. Now we have Brian Steele, who is sentenced to jail, and he can spend it, by the way, in the same jail cell with his client for the next, number of weekends. We have this attorney's in order to show cause because she may have been with the client, and the judge thinks somehow she squealed about an ex parte hearing that shouldn't have even happened, that should have never occurred. Where's the assignment, Judge? Where is the Georgia Supreme Court just sua sponte stepping in? Where is Fannie Willis to shut this thing down? Where is any accountability here?
Yeah, I have to say that I am a bit surprised that none of the lawyers in this case have filed motions with the Supreme Court or even with the presiding judge, administrative judge. I'm quite surprised at that because this does seem to be a lot, just as we watch and not even particularly involved, just what we're watching seems to be a violation of some of our judicial codes of conduct in how the judge is moving forward. And my experience is that lawyers, particularly litigating attorneys who actively practice law, are not shy or afraid to file motions to have judges disqualified or to seek redress when they feel that they're being done wrong in the middle of a case. So I'm a bit surprised that we haven't seen that here.
Yeah, and Alexis, this follows on Brian Steele being sentenced to jail, my friend Ashley Merchant going to represent him, saying this is not proper because he complained about the judge having an ex parte meeting, and the judge wants to know where there you see Ashley, where he got the information from. Well, the judge should have been giving him the information. So it's one thing on top of another on top of another. This case is a mess. I have called this judge, and I said he's crazy here. He's getting involved in himself as opposed to trying to keep the case on track. Your thoughts?
This is the wild, wild west. There's no rhyme or reason. I mean, what is he going to throw all of defense attorneys basically in jail and hold them all in contempt because they're trying to follow the rules of civil procedure and, you know, and they had making arguments and defending these defendants, which is their job. He is just going, I mean, there are really no words, is why I'm stumbling on my words, because it doesn't even make sense, and why no one has intervened. I mean, where's the chief judge even having a conversation with him or pulling this back? It seems to be getting worse and worse by the day, not better.
Yeah, and you know what? We're going to take a quick break, but then I'm going to have to bring you back into that courtroom as to what's been happening to see more of this craziness and a trial that we have never, ever seen the likes of this, at least on this network. Stay with us here. We are Law and Crime.